How to build an online personal brand and an online coaching business. This is your boy Devin Kripe. This is episode 11 of the Savage Podcast. Listen to this at 1.5 or 2x speed to learn this information as fast as possible. We're going to do in less than 20 minutes. All right. And definitely stay towards the end where I'm going to be dropping the most valuable thing that's going to help you launch your personal brand and online coaching business the fastest to generate 4 to 5 figures a month. So I've been online coaching now for over 5 years. I've coached over 1,000 clients over the last 5 years online, mainly when it comes to mindset, fitness, nutrition, helping people lose body fat, get abs, build muscle, and really just level up their habits and level up their discipline, level up their life. And then I've done some business coaching, some personal development coaching, and different things like that. And the how it started is I was a personal trainer at the gym in San Jose, California, the Bay Area, San Jose. I moved there after graduating from school from Carson City, Reno area, Nevada, North Nevada. I moved to San Jose, California, and I started working at Fitness 19. I started selling supplements at GNC at the mall. And then eventually I started working for Equinox, one of the top luxury gyms in the whole world. But COVID-19, after training there for a while, COVID-19 pushed me into having to do online coaching. I was already thinking about doing it beforehand because I wanted to make more money and I wanted to make a greater impact. And I also wanted to have time, location, and financial freedom. I was already thinking about building my own brand and my online coaching business. And I already was building my brand at the time, but I wasn't taking it serious and I wasn't making any money from it. So I invested in my first mentor, paid him $8,000. I was on a payment plan, right? I dropped like $1 or $2,000 down, and then I paid him 8 grand over a year. And that really taught me online marketing, online sales, and online training, how to coach people online and get them results. Now, my first year, I made roughly around 20 to 30K from online coaching. Then the second year, I hired another mentor, a one-on-one mentor, because that was more of a group-based coaching program with some modules and documents. And it was lifetime access. I paid a mentor $10,000 to work with him one-on-one on Zoom, just like this, just like you and me for 3 months, and I worked with him one on one, and he helped me take my business to the next level. I went from making roughly around $3,000 a month to making over 10 grand a month, eventually even over 15,000, right? And from there, much more to my story along the journey there. But I share all that. By the second year, I made over 80K, right? And the third year continued on that trajectory, continue making that much. Right. And so, what I'm going to share with you today is three foundational pillars. The last one's going to be the most valuable. So, again, stick to the end. Listen to this at 1.5 or 2x speed so you can get the full information. Don't skip out on this video. There's a lot of valuable content. And the last thing I'm going to share at the end is going to be the most valuable. So, definitely stick with me till the end. If you guys are interested in learning how I can help you personally mentor you in doing this, you guys can click the link below or message me at Devin Kripe on Facebook or Instagram. So, number one, to helping you build your online brand and online personal business, online coaching business, is identify your ideal client. So for a brand, you need to identify who your audience is. All right. For an online coaching business, you need to identify who your ideal client is. I was having a conversation with one of my clients. His name's Michael. He's on my personal branding online coaching mentorship program, and we were having a call yesterday, and we were talking about this. You need to get clear on who your ideal client is because you're not trying to help anyone and everyone. With your brand, you're not trying to speak to anyone and everyone. Not everyone's going to fucking like you. That's the fucking truth. I can tell you that. You can't be a people pleaser and have everyone trying to fucking like you, right? You are meant to speak to a specific soul, to a specific person, to a specific audience. And that's within your online brand with your YouTube, your podcast, your Instagram, your Facebook, your overall brand is only going to speak to a certain type of motherfucker. And there's going to be people that are repelled from your shit. Good riddance. You can't be a people pleaser trying to please everyone. It's not fucking possible. Tell me. I'll tell you, I've been doing this shit for over 6 years now. You're not going to please everyone. Now, when it comes to an online coaching business, right? Because that's more than just your audience. That's who you're actually selling to. That's who you're actually serving, and people are paying you for your product or service. You need to identify who that ideal client is. There's demographics and psychographics. Demographics is like their ethnicity, how old they are, where they live. They're like that. It's very basic stuff, right? You can chat GBT, Google more about demographics. Psychographics is even more important. That's how they think. That's their psychology, right? What keeps them up at night? What are their dreams and goals? What are their desires? Right? You need to get clear on how this person thinks. Why do they do what they do? What are their fears? What keeps them up at night? What's their problems? What are their goals? What are their desires? How are those problems affecting their life, affecting their romance, affecting their dating, affecting their love life, affecting their finances, affecting their children, affecting their happiness, affecting their health, right? You got to get clear on your ideal client, right? Because that is who you're serving. That is who you're creating your products and services to serve, to sell them, to solve their problems, to accomplish their goals, right? So again, the number one tip that you guys can drop in the comments down below right now, all right? You can message me if you have questions at Devin Kruiper on Facebook or Instagram. You guys could, I've read hundreds of books. We got the Holy Bible right here. We got a book on philosophy. We got, Aristotle and Socrates. We got the Holy Jesus right here. But we got our journal right here. You can pause this video right now, drop in the comments below, or you can journal. Who do you believe your ideal audience and your ideal client is? All right, that's the number one thing you to help you foundation of building out your brand and building out your coaching business. Now, number two, again, guys, stick with me to the end because that's where I'm going to drop the most valuable thing, right? But stick with me to the end. Listen to this at 1.5 or 2x speed to get through it faster and message me. Message me if you need help with any of this stuff. But number two is getting clear on what you're going to offer them. Now, it's called a solution statement. A solution statement is I help blank accomplish blank with blank, right? So keep it very simple. You need to riches are in the niches. Riches are in the niches. Money likes specificity, specific things. Money likes specific things. It doesn't like general, it likes specific, meaning you need to solve a specific problem, right? I've coached over 1,000 clients, making multiple six figures. Majority of the problem I solved was fat loss. Majority of the problem I solved was fat loss. Now I've coached dozens and dozens of clients with helping them build their brand and online coaching business. What's the problem? Making more money, financial freedom, location freedom, quitting their 9 to 5. What's the problem I'm solving? Money like specificity, amigo. Okay, do you get it? KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. All right. You need to identify what's the one problem I solve and how do I solve it. All right. So this number two is creating your $1 million offer, your irresistible offer, your offer that you're going to, this could be a product or a service. Now, service coaching is much more money because your margins are much higher than a product, right? A product, you're probably only going to make 50, 70%, 30% profit versus a service-based business, you're making 99, 90, 100% profit because you're just changing your time for money when you're doing it, right? Especially when you're getting started, right? So a service, right? So you're helping somebody solve a specific problem with a specific solution. So you guys can drop down in the comments below, or again, journal, 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 right? What is your irresistible offer? What is your grand slam $100 million offer? What's your one problem that you're going to focus on solving, right? You don't want to try to solve a million problems to begin with. As you get more advanced, you can be like me and help people with a whole bunch of shit, right? But again, money likes specificity. So you need to get specific with what is the problem you solve and how do you solve it. So drop down in the comments below your one-liner, 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 your one sentence. Drop in the comments below. I help people blank with blank. I help people with fat loss through macronutrition. I help people grow closer to Jesus Christ through a spiritual accountability. I help people build their online brand, right, with one-on-one mentorship in my three brand accelerator system, right? I help people gain confidence through my confidence mastery blueprint, right? What is the one problem or desire that you help people solve? And then how do you go about it? So that's number two. Number three is you really need to understand that, and I'm gonna pair this together because this is gonna be the last one, guys. Stick with me. Is pairing your marketing with authentic. Okay, it needs to be authority-based marketing, persuasive marketing, with authority-based authentic sales and friendship lead generation. Okay. What I mean by that is your brand. You got your brand. Again, if you're selling something or not, okay, your brand people need to like you and trust you, and they need to view you as an authority if you are going to be selling anything. What are you an authority in? What do you have credibility and results in? Okay. Credibility and results in, if it's fitness, if it's business, if it's dating, if it's travel, if it's whatever it is. Okay. Know, like, and trust, meaning that you're not just a robot, you're not just a business page, you're not just like you need a personal brand is personal. So you need to be share your personality, share your personal life, share who the fuck you are. Share your fucking values, your worldview, your thoughts, your personality. Share who the fuck you are. That's personal brand, right? When it comes to marketing, if you have a coaching service, you're selling a product or service, you need to have credibility, social proof, and authority that you are the fucking guy, the fucking man, the fucking woman that's the go-to when it comes to whatever it is. Chakra healing, growing closer to Jesus, fitness and health, fat loss, real estate, insurance, you name it. You are the authority. But you can't forget the personality, the personal brand part of it. That's where you mash the two. It's authority and social proof in your what you're credible with, plus your personal brand, your personality, your worldview, your beliefs, your life, your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, traveling, your family. Boom. You mash those two together. Okay. Authentic authority-based selling. So if you are selling a product or service, right, through your brand, you need to be authentic. It can't be, it's not like I've done lots of door-to-door sales. I have lots of experience with door-to-door sales, and I'll tell you, well, not lots of experience, maybe like 4 months total. Okay. But it's not shoving some shit down somebody's throat, like trying to sell them anything and everything. It needs to be authentic based, meaning that you build know, like, and trust, you build a solid rapport and a relationship, and you authentically are trying to solve their problem. They're your ideal client with your authentic, irresistible offer. That's the only people I'm selling on my personal branding online mentorship. If you guys are interested, you can message me at Devin Kripe on Facebook or Instagram or click the link below. That's what I'm selling when it comes to fat loss and mindset and fitness and health, building muscle, getting abs, getting sexy with the Savage Brotherhood, being a part of a brotherhood, leveling up your mindset, your discipline, your habits. Message me or click the link below. That's what I'm helping people solve certain problems and reach specific goals. If you're not in line with that, I'm not trying to fucking sell you. That's what I mean by authentic. Authority based, like you're not trying to sell people shit that they don't need or want. Okay, that's what I mean by authentic. Authority based, it means that you are credible in what the fuck you do. I've coached over 1,000 clients in fitness and health coaching. I made multiple six figures and I've coached over 1,000 clients with my personal brand online coaching. I'm disciplined. I've invested over $100,000 in personal development. I've read hundreds and hundreds of books, right? When it comes to that. So like I sell shit that I'm an authority in. I'm not trying to sell something that I'm not an authority in. If it's real estate coaching or, whatever, okay? You sell stuff that you're an authority in. Now, friendly lead generation is through social media. You realize it's social media, meaning that you become friends with people, right? It's not just like calling people with insurance or real estate and like, hey, da 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 da, I'm trying to sell you on some real estate. You want to buy or sell your home? Da 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 da. You need some life insurance because you're gonna die and your family. Da 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 da. Like, it's not that. Sure, you have a degree of that with online, the online space, but you need to build rapport and become friends. People buy from know, like, and trust. And I'll tell you again, it's a lot. You never meet these people. A lot of times, 90% of my clients I've never met in person, right? I've coached over 1,000 clients online, and I'll tell you, to build that know, like, and trust, you need to become friends. You need to build rapport. You need to be like, I'm here to help solve your problem, but it's because I'm your friend and I'm an authority and I'm a professional in this, and you know me from my personal brand, and we built a relationship that you're going to buy from me. So you need to build that know, like, and trust. You need to build that through there. So somebody's mowing their lawn if you can hear that. So anyway, guys, if you guys are interested in learning about my online branding and online coaching mentorship, it's where you work with me one-on-one to help you build your online brand and actually make money online. You will make back your investment within the first 3 months. And then you're gonna learn a skill set. You're gonna build a brand, learn a skill set that's gonna make you thousands of dollars a month, at least hundreds, but the goal is thousands of dollars a month for the rest of your life or for a good amount of time. Potentially quit your 9 to 5 if you want to do that. If you take it really serious, you can potentially quit your 9 to 5. If you guys want to learn how I can help you build your personal brand or online coaching business, You guys can click the link below, or message me at Devin Cripe on Facebook or Instagram. And again, guys, share this with your family and friends. Anybody that would get value from this, share this. Don't be, selfish and keep it to yourself. Share with family and friends or people you think would get value from it. Please like this video. The algorithm's based off engagement. So like the video and drop in the comments below your main takeaway. Drop in the comments below what you're going to take action on, because knowledge without action is useless. So drop down in the comments below what you're going to take action on now. All right, guys, this is Devin Cripe, Coach DC, the greatest coach in the world, with the Savage Podcast. We have plenty of other episodes with a lot of value, so definitely check it out below. There's a lot more other episodes of the Savage Podcast. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. God bless you. Much love. Savage Nation, we're out. Savage is the average is the enemy, and savage is the new standard. Remember that. Average is broke, savage is financial freedom. All right, guys. God bless you. Much love.